10. Woo! All right, feel a great burn going. Hey guys, Mark McKilley with Live Anabolic, and today I'm putting together an upper body bodybuilding workout. I love the way that sounds. So today is not one of those high intensity interval training workouts, okay? It's not a big cardio killer. It's not gonna kill you. This is actually a fun workout. I like these. And we're gonna hit basically every muscle group in our upper body from home, using nothing but some dumbbells. So you don't need a lot of equipment. You don't even need any bands, all right, for this. I have a bench here, but you don't even need that, guys, all right? But before I get into the workout today, guys, I want to tell you about a free offer we're giving you. So please take advantage of all this free stuff we give you. You're using our free stuff right now on this YouTube channel, right? We have a free Facebook group that's wonderful, all right? So click the link below in the description below this video, and it's going to send you to a page where you can download our free Ripped in 6 workouts. This is something that Gary Walker put together for you guys. They are fantastic 6-minute long workouts that you can do from home, no equipment required, and it's a totally free thing, guys. So please take advantage of all these kind of free things that Gary and I give you on a regular basis, because what happens is they just add up. You just do some of Gary's stuff, you do some of my stuff, you follow some of our nutrition advice, and we have tons of great nutritional videos on this YouTube channel. All right, we got some great professionally designed workout programs. You know, Gary's got some, I've got some. All right, so you do all this kind of stuff on a regular basis, and man, it will make a huge difference in not just your physique, but your mentality, the way you feel, your energy levels, your libido, just kind of on and on and on. And for a lot of guys, it happens in just a matter of a few weeks. Now, they don't reach their goal in a few weeks, but they see huge changes in just 2 or 3 weeks. And I know that because I get emails from all you guys, plus our Facebook group has over 18,000 guys, and tons of them are posting wonderful transformation stories and just talking about how fantastic they feel, 2 weeks into my program. So guys, click the link below. It's a freebie, and Gary is fantastic. He really knows what he's doing, especially when he's putting together these quick little easy workouts for you. Okay, so now let's get into today's workout. All right, so there's 5 major muscle groups in our upper body, right? Your chest, your back, your shoulders, your biceps, your triceps, all right? That's not counting our core. We're not gonna do any ab exercises. Matter of fact, I shot another video on ab exercises, and do those while you're resting in between each one of these sets we do today. So this is a more traditional bodybuilding style workout, which means we're gonna do an exercise. We're gonna do it for 10 to 12 reps, and then we're gonna stop and rest. We'll give ourselves about 60 seconds rest in between each set. So we're gonna do one exercise for basically 3 sets, all right? Resting in between each set, and then we're gonna move on to a different exercise. Your heart rate's not gonna get real high. I want you to recover in between each set, because, all right, that way you can put way more intensity, all right, into the next set. So I want you guys pushing yourself hard, all right? So you need to pick a weight that is heavy enough that by the time you get to the 10th or 12th rep, you are near failure. You can't do many more, all right? You might even be on your last rep, all right? So that's how hard you guys got to push yourself. So the closer you get to failure on every set of every exercise, the more muscle growth you're going to see. Okay, so the first exercise today, we're going to target our chest. All right, so we're going to be doing dumbbell flies. Now, I have a bench, and it's a great way to do them because it gives you a really good range of motion, but a lot of you guys don't have a bench. That's fine. Do them down on the floor, but take a cushion off of your couch or your chair, put it on the floor and under your back. So that will elevate your back several inches off the ground, and that way, when you do your fly and your arms come back, you'll be able to bring them back further than if you were laying flat on the ground, and then your elbows would basically bottom out on the ground before you got your full range of motion. So that's a simple trick, all right, to basically mimic the functionality of a bench without buying a bench, right? So guys, this is an exercise where you cannot do a lot of weight, and it's kind of due to some physics, and I'll explain that in just a second. So this is, of the 5 exercises, this is the only one where I want you to use a lighter weight and shoot for 15 reps, because if you use a heavy weight that you can only do 10 times, you'll end up screwing up on your form, and I don't think you'll get as much out of the exercise. So I tend to go lighter weight, higher reps, only on this exercise, dumbbell flies, okay? So I start off basically in a dumbbell press position here, all right? And I'm just gonna let my elbows come all the way out, all right? And then this is about as deep as I can go. And then slowly back up, but don't bring the dumbbells together. When I'm in this position, there's almost no tension on my chest, all right? Because all the weight from these dumbbells is going straight down through my elbows, through my shoulders, and my joints are easily carrying this weight and supporting the weight. But if I stop about right here, all right, and see how my elbows are slightly bent? You don't need to do lock arm, so keep your elbows slightly bent. So now my pecs are engaged. Now they're not, stressing real hard. Okay, this is the easiest part of the range of motion, but this is where it's the heaviest. And then up, stop about here. Go as deep as your shoulder joints will let you. Don't overdo it, all right? Listen to your body, guys. And that's about as far as my chest muscles and my shoulders want me to go. Overdoing the range of motion isn't gonna do you any good, and potentially it can cause an injury. So lighter weight, nice, slow, great form, and more reps. And I guarantee you, you'll feel a better pump when you do it this way. And then when you're finished, you're fatigued, I just come straight down and I push up to my thighs, and it makes it easy to sit up. So guys, you only need about 60 seconds rest in between each one of these sets, guys. And we're gonna do 3 of these. Now, I'm not gonna make you sit here and watch me do this three times, but just kind of time yourself. And if you're trying to accomplish more, all right, during this workout, bust out some of those ab exercises you've seen me demonstrate. Okay, so now on to the second exercise. We're gonna be focusing on our biceps now. This is called a Zottman curl, all right? So this is an exercise, because of the way we're doing it, and you'll see in just a second, you're not gonna be able to do a lot of weight, okay? You're not gonna be able to do as much weight as you could do with normal dumbbell curls, okay? And that is because we're gonna have a lot of time under tension, all right? So I want you to start with your palms facing forward, okay? And you're gonna curl both dumbbells up, rotate, and then down. Rotate, up, rotate, down. That's 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Woo! All right, feel a great burn going. Now, one thing I want to mention, guys, is, and I didn't bring this up at the beginning of the workout, is warm up, okay? Don't just go cold into these 5 exercises. So before you do the first hard, heavy set for each exercise, do a couple of super lightweight, real easy sets of the exercise, all right? So I was doing 20-pound Zottman curls there. So what I would recommend, all right, to myself to warm up would be to do 10-pounders, probably half the weight that you're gonna ultimately do, all right? Same thing with the chest flies, same thing with every exercise. Do a couple of real lightweight warm-up sets of the exercise that you're about to do before you go heavy and before you push yourself and do it real intensely. Okay, third exercise, all right, we're moving on to our shoulders, all right? Just like the other ones, I want you to do 3 sets of about 10 reps. And now, you know, once again, pick a weight that's hard to do for 10 reps. And of course, before you start, do a couple of real super lightweight warm-up sets, guys. All right, so Arnold presses are killers, all right? You're not gonna be able to do as much weight as you could with just a traditional overhead dumbbell press. So we're gonna start in this position, all right? And as we push up, we're gonna rotate and then back down. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Ooh, ow. All right, put those babies down and give yourself a good rest, guys. Now, if you're doing it hard enough and with enough intensity, you should start to feel burning in your muscles. You know, that's that lactic acid building up. You know, your body can't disperse it as fast as it needs to, all right? And that's what causes that burning effect. As soon as you stop, okay, it gives your heart a chance to pump fresh blood into all those muscles and flush out some of that lactic acid, which goes basically back to your liver. And your body converts it from lactic acid back into glucose, which is a source of energy for your muscles. It's kind of cool how it recirculates all that, but give yourself 60 seconds rest. Now, some guys, you might need a minute and a half in between sets, all right? That's fine, because this is a bodybuilding workout today, all right? So the longer we rest in between sets, the more weight you can do, the more intensity you can put into each set, which means the more you break down the muscle fibers, and the more we break down the muscle fibers, the more your body overcompensates and builds them back bigger and stronger. Okay, for all you guys with bad shoulders, where you just can't do an Arnold press, it just hurts too much to push a weight up above your head, this is the alternate exercise I want you to do for your shoulders. Most of you guys, even with bad shoulders, should be able to do this. All right, these are my favorite, actually. These are lateral dumbbell raises. And see, you don't need to bring the dumbbell very high, all right? So you're not gonna be able to use a lot of weight, which is fine. You're gonna get a great burn, even with a light weight, all right, as long as you do it nice and slow and control the weight up and down. Don't let it fall back down, and don't yank it up, all right? Don't use momentum and yank it up, all right, with your upper body. So those lateral raises are a fantastic alternative to those Arnold presses. Okay, so after you've done 3 sets of shoulders, we're moving on to the 4th exercise, which targets our back. These are bent over rows. Now guys, I'm gonna do them supporting myself with a bench. All right, you can support yourself with your hand and your knee on a couch, a chair, or even you can support yourself with your other knee, okay? Doesn't matter. But this, unlike all the other exercises, is an exercise where you can actually use a pretty heavy weight, guys. We're gonna be using lots of muscles in our back. Your back has got 17 different muscle groups, and we're gonna be using a lot of them, all right? And this exercise really just allows you to pull some really heavy weight. Matter of fact, when I'm at the gym doing this, I'll probably be using 75, 80-pound dumbbells. I don't even have heavy enough dumbbells at home to really push myself hard for 10 reps. But guys, you're probably gonna need the heaviest dumbbell you have, but still warm up. Remember, do a couple of lightweight warm-ups, all right? So, knee and hand are bracing myself, and all I'm gonna do is row the dumbbell straight up and back towards my hip, all right? So the mind-muscle connection that you guys need to think about right here is your elbow. Bring that right elbow back up towards your right hip. Don't bring it straight up like this, okay? I want the dumbbell to come back and up. And don't sway, don't yank it up, and don't twist with your torso, okay? So you want to keep your torso relatively still and just try to move that elbow. Control the weight down also. And if you don't have a heavy enough weight to fatigue you by 10 reps, do more reps and do this. 1, 2, 3, down. 1, 2, 3, down. So for you guys that don't have heavy enough dumbbells at home to really push yourself hard, so hard that you get close to failure by the 10th rep, do a pause at the top, do a 3 count at the top and lower it down slowly. And if that's still not enough, just do more reps. I want you guys to get really tired, okay, on every set. All right, so the last muscle group in our upper body is the tricep. So remember, when guys are, trying to build up those big, really cool looking, impressive arms, everybody focuses on the biceps, lots and lots of curls, right? Well, the triceps are actually bigger than your biceps. So don't neglect the back of your arms just because you don't see them in the mirror, just because they're not as noticeable. They actually will make your arm look really big when you're just kind of walking around in a short sleeve shirt. Really impressive, all right? So these are called tricep kickbacks, guys, and because of the nature of this movement, boy, you are gonna have to go with a really light weight, all right? Because it's really about the form. This is real critical because this is something that's unfortunately really easy to cheat on. If you're using too much weight, your body will just naturally try to cheat, all right? So here we go. Basically the same position as before when we were doing the rows, except we're gonna just bring our elbow up and keep it right here at our side. All right, and then we're just gonna kick that weight back. And it's really hitting my tricep. I'm trying to keep my elbow nice and still, and I'm trying to control the weight up and then bring it back down. So I'm not flicking it back, I'm not doing that, okay? I'm slowly squeezing my tricep, and then at the top, I'm slowly bringing the dumbbell back down. And you don't have to go real slow. Just make sure you're not using momentum. And so at the top of the movement, guys, and that is the top of the movement right there. This is the bottom of the movement. Right at the top, try to squeeze that tricep. Try to straighten your arm. Straighten that elbow as much as you can before you let the dumbbell come back down. You'll really feel a burn in your triceps if you're doing it with good form. So, more traditional bodybuilding workouts are my favorite, guys. When I'm trying to lose body fat and get super, super lean, I do a lot of HIIT type workouts, a lot of, really cardio intensive stuff to get your heart rate up, and man, those things are just killer, all right? I get it, and that's what my phase 1 is all about. Now, the more traditional bodybuilding, muscle building type exercises, I do a lot of that type of work in my phase 3 of Fit After 50. And then once you go to phase 4, okay, which is a different product, it's not part of the core program, but phase 4 is really intense when it comes to muscle growth because I introduce more advanced techniques like drop sets and supersets and rest pause sets that make it really, really killer. But guys love phase 4. All right, so guess what? I break down the upper body into 5 different distinct muscle groups. And that's why I gave you 5 great exercises today. Hit each exercise for 3 sets, roughly 10 reps, except the first one, the dumbbell flies. I want you to do slower with better form and shoot for 15 reps. I think you'll get more out of it than doing a heavier weight for 10 reps. And remember, guys, you got to stick with it and never give up on yourself.